I hope you are well. Today is a tarot as well as an oracle reading for you from the Ascended Masters. Message for you from the Ascended Masters. So for that, I'm going to be giving you a choice of 3 oracle cards to pick from. And this is the deck that we're going to be using, the Crystal Mandala. And I've chosen just the cards that represent the Ascended Masters, which are referenced by the numbers 333. And if anyone here has been following me for a while, you will know that 333 is a very, very special number for me. For interpretation, we're going to be using the Lightseers Tarot. And for further clarity, we're going to be using the Wisdom Oracle. So let's get started. I'm going to start shuffling, and let's get a card for group 1 for a message from the Ascended Masters. Card for group 1, message from the Ascended Masters. All right, this kind of flipped out. Let's see what we got for you, group number 1. Number 22, Ascended Master, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these. Hilarion and Green Chrysoprase Discernment. Let me show it to you. I hope I didn't butcher the names. So, group 1, this is you. If you resonate with the number 22, with the mandala, or with the color, this is your card, and this is the Ascended Master for you. All right, let's get a card for group number 2. Message for group number 2 from the Ascended Masters. Well, we got 2 cards, so that's probably group 2 and 3 right there. So let's see. Group number 2, you are Ascended Master Jesus and Rosofia, meaningful sacrifice. And this is your card. If you feel connected to the number 23 or the number 5, or the Ascended Master here, or the color or the shape, then this is for you. Group number 2. All right, and the group number 3 is number 26, Ascended Master Kusumi and Moss Agate, Sacred Ecosystem. So if you connect with anything here, then you are group number 3. Let me put them up side by side if I can to show them to you. And as I always say, try not to think too much. Try to engage your intuition. So, group number 1. In the middle is group number 2, and on the left is group number 3. Alrighty then. As always, you are going to want to check the description where I'm going to be putting timestamps, and you can be drawn to one card or two cards or all three cards. Be open-minded, follow your intuition, and if you want to assign a specific aspect of your life, if you find yourself drawn to more than one oracle, assign different aspects of your life to various oracles or numbers or mandalas, and I will be seeing you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. If you chose discernment, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put this aside for now, but if I get nudged to read it at some point before I plan to, which is at the end of your reading, I will definitely be doing that. Now, let's pull some tarot cards for you, group number 1. So, for group number 1, message for you, group number 1, from the Ascended Master Hilarion. I still hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ascended Master Hilarion for you, group number 1. What is the message? You got 2 cards that just flipped out. You have the Ace of Wands. Interesting card for discernment. And then you have the 2 of Wands. Let's get more cards for you from the Ascended Master that you chose. Group number 1, what message is being communicated to group number 1 right now from this Ascended Master? Got another 2 cards. 10 of Cups. And then you have, okay, the Page of Swords. Let me pull from the Wisdom Oracle for you as well, group number 1. Message for you from Ascended Master Hilarion. Message for group number 1. Cards keep trying to flip out, but they never actually do. It's funny, group number 1. Message for group number 1. Okay, this really wants to come out. So what did we get here? We got the Yin, number 2. All right. Let's see what all of this means for you. So I think I'm going to start by explaining the Oracle card that you picked. It's funny, I just got chills. So you picked Ascended Master, you picked Ascended Master Hilarion, and green chrysoprase, number 22, which represents discernment. And your reading is plastered with discernment. And if you don't know what discernment means, discernment is allowing your intuition to come through and trust it. Sometimes in this life, we are presented with people or situations or events that on the surface promise us something, yet the energy, the subtle energy that emanates from behind is completely different. And if you are conscious and if you are aware, or even if you're not, but if you feel a conflict between the energy that you are sensing emanating from a specific person or a specific situation or an event or people or circumstances, and the words that are spoken, then the guidance here is to trust your intuition. Now, this does not mean to go around living your life being suspicious and paranoid of everything and everyone. That's not what the message is. Discernment is allowing your higher self, your higher communication, to trust in your fourth dimensional self as it sends you guidance through the subtle energy that you sense emanating from behind the spoken words or the spoken promises of people. And one of the reasons I actually woke up, I guess, I don't really know how to explain what happened to me during COVID, but one of the biggest events is I met my twin flame, and my twin flame promised me the world and the stars and was a liar, was a phony. Though I don't really like that kind of judgment, but those are, I guess, the human words that we have. I have nothing against this person, by the way. I wish them well still, and I hold no grudges. But throughout a period of 18 months, I probably should have trusted my intuition, because I could almost cut through the lies and the false promises that were given to me. But I constantly disbelieved myself in order to believe them. So I'm only giving you the situation to help you understand, not for a woe is me moment, by the way. The only examples, I always say this, the only examples I can give and what I've learned to give is my own, not other people's. So I hope that clarifies to you. Don't judge. Just listen to your intuition. You can always ask if there's a situation that is being presented to you or someone and you're not 100% sure. You can always ask people around you for their input, for their guidance, for their opinion, especially if they are people who you believe them to be wise or you trust them. But ultimately, you are being told to trust your own guidance. Don't try to match a situation to the words. Don't try to match what you feel, the subtle energy that you feel from whatever it is you are in right now that has led you to this reading, to the words or the mirage or the appearance, the surface appearance. Don't try to betray your own guidance, your own feelings, your own discernment in order to make it fit. You can't force two puzzle pieces that clearly don't fit together. You're not going to have a nice puzzle. So that is the guidance with regards to discernment. You are an intelligent machine. You are able, you don't need anyone outside of you to make decisions for yourself. If something doesn't feel right for you right now, follow your inner guidance rather than ignore it or try to force a situation to be. Now, there is a bit of a healing that comes with your oracle, and I wonder if the number 22 means anything to you. The number 2 is really prominent in your reading, very prominent. Or it could be the number 4 for you as well. I am going to read the healing process. You might want to write it down or replay it or whatever it is you want to do. But here is your healing process, okay? Group number 1. I call upon the crystal angel of green, Chrysop praise, and ascended master Hilarion, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of discernment. May I open my perception, detached and neutral, to discern the truth in all people, situations and events. May I be blessed with the knowledge of what is true and what to do. My discernment brings me inner security, empowerment, and confidence to trust myself now through my own free will. So be it. All right. I believe your entire reading is right here in the Oracle card. But having said that, let's go through. I'm actually going to start by the other Oracle that came up for you, which is number 2, which is the Yin. As you can see here, it's sort of like a vessel or a container, or what is the term for this? Like a cup. This indicates receptivity. You can look at it as not taking action right now, even if you do feel the need or the urge, or from habit, not from your own discernment and higher guidance. We are habitual creatures, and we have been taught to push and to take action in order to do something or to get something that we want. But this reading right now, and it's funny, the color of it actually indicates consciousness or your higher self. That's how I see it anyway. So the guidance is to step back a little bit, let people show you who they are. And you know what the old saying is? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. But try not to do it with judgment. As your other oracle states, try to be neutral. Don't take anything personal. Simply observe. Become the observer and allow your path to unfold spontaneously without the need to take forceful or violent action. By violent, I don't mean hurting someone. I mean you physically exerting effort. That is not the advice for you. Follow the feminine principle, and the feminine principle is that of being receptive and allowing everything to unfold as it is meant to unfold, and not being pushy. The Yang, on the other hand, is the male principle, and that is the one that asks you to take action. Right now, you are being asked to take a step back and observe everything, allow things to unfold, and you're going to be surprised, pleasantly surprised at what comes or what unfolds before you, if you just hold back from making judgment and from taking action. All right, so that is the guidance for you from here. And from that comes the Ace of Wands. And if you can see the color again, this represents the color of consciousness. So the Ace of Wands, I'm going to interpret it how I feel it fits in your reading right now. And that is the activation of your higher self, your higher knowledge, your higher guidance, which can come through your third eye, because opening your third eye will help you see things with clarity. Always believe your third eye over your actual eyes, because as you can see in this image, their physical eyes are closed and they are trusting their higher guidance, which is essentially your discernment. Your discernment is definitely being turned on right now. So I wonder if you need to do some third eye balancing. You're going to find plenty videos on my channel with regards to balancing your third eye, or at the very least discussing the third eye chakra. Meditation is big for you right now. This is definitely coming through as well. Maybe start to, if you don't meditate, start looking up how to, or try to engage it, because it will allow your higher guidance, definitely, it will allow your higher guidance, that quiet time, to come through. And that is the guidance right now for you from your ascended master that you chose. Time to activate your third eye, your discernment, and to trust it and to let it lead the way. And from here we have the Two of Wands, a very, very ambitious personality here. Lots of plans, as you can see, travel plans, plans for this, plans for that, and looking forward to start taking action, but not just yet. Still sitting back, as you can see, comfortably, contemplating and waiting for something. That something would be your intuition and your discernment to come through and guide you. It will help lead the way to what steps to take next to fulfill all of your heart's desires. So that is the guidance that is coming through here. You are patiently waiting in complete trust and in comfort, and you are quite safe. Though you remain ambitious, you are definitely not taking forceful action just yet. Continue the contemplation, continue trusting in your higher guidance as you allow it to come through. It will lead you the path to your path. And once that happens, you can see that you have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is tippy-toeing ever so slowly from one situation to the next. Very trusting, very confident, and almost as if being led by a higher force, by higher guidance. So remain open, remain curious. This is not an energy of someone who is judgmental. It is not an energy of someone who takes forceful action. That word seems to be coming through a lot. This is someone who trusts and who's open and who's curious. And as they remain open and curious, their higher guidance takes them through from one point of their life to the next. And though you can see they are walking on a very tight sort of sword, they're not worried, because there is trust and there is discernment that is coming through. And that is what they are following. Seems to me that is the gateway to your freedom, is to allowing your higher guidance or your intuition to come through, not just allowing it, but also complete trust in it, complete faith in it. And what that is going to lead you to, 10 of Cups, completion, happiness in every aspect that you could ever imagine. Pleasantries, beautiful things, completion, abundance, love, joy. That is the end result if you follow the guidance that was presented to you today through your Ascended Master Oracle card that you chose. Your reading was very, very detailed and very, very long. I hope it resonates with you. Group number 1, please feel free to leave me a comment. And thank you again for your love and support. I'm going to be linking my Patreon at the end. I believe this Sunday I'm going to be doing my first live in my Patreon, and I'd love to have more people in there. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this card, number 23, Ascended Master, Jesus and Rosofia, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put this card aside. I usually try to read them at the end, but that seems to never happen because I always get a nudge to read them halfway through or at the very beginning sometimes. So let's get started by shuffling the tarot for you, group number 2. What message is here for you through the oracle card that you chose, Ascended Master, Jesus and Rosofia? All right, we've got Seven of Swords. We've got Justice. Interesting. Let's get a few more cards for you from Ascended Master Jesus and Rosafia for Group 2 guidance. Guidance for Group 2. Seven of Wands. I got chills pulling that one out. Whoa. 10 of Pentacles. All right. I think that's good. Let's get something for you from the Wisdom Oracle for group number 2, please. Guidance. Truth be told, this card is very interesting. It is number 14. All right. Interesting reading and spread. But I think, like I did with group number 1, I'm going to start by showing you the oracle that you chose and maybe going through that. You chose number 23, which is the Ascended Master Jesus and Rosafia, meaningful sacrifice. There's a lot going on in your reading, group number 2. But there is something that you really want, and you really desire. I get the sense that it's not happening yet for you, and it's causing you a lot of frustration, and it might be causing you heartache as well. And the guidance here is that there are some steps that need to occur first in order for you to receive what it is you truly desire, and it might not be delivered to you in the exact same way that you actually want it, nor at the time that you want it, and that might be hard and gut-wrenching for you to realize or to go through or to accept. But you need to understand that you are loved and nothing is ever denied to you. But there seems to be a lesson that you must, not a lesson, because a lesson feels like some sort of punishment, but there seems to be some growth, a healing that you must achieve in order for the abundance that you desire, or this wish that you want. And you've been really, I don't know what you've been doing, but you've been doing a lot to try to manifest this into your life, and it's just not happening. So the card that you chose is of meaningful sacrifice, meaning just hold off a little bit, give it up for now. There's a bigger plan at play, and you never really know. Stay away from judgment, stay away from feeling depressed and from getting angry and from saying it's never going to happen and give up on it, or get mad at the universe, or stop having faith. Don't do that. Please don't do that. In fact, you're being asked to have more faith. What's a good example of something that can be denied for you, that can actually be you're being denied it because it's not for your best interest right now, and it might be an obstacle that is in your way right now. I remember reading Eckhart Tolle's book and New Earth, and he gave an example of just accepting things as they are, and never really, and trying to be neutral for the most part about events that are happening in your life, and trusting in divine guidance and trusting in divine timing, and that truly everything happens for a reason. And stop with the efforting, especially if you know it's just not coming to you. If you get that sense, then just hold off for a little bit. I'm not telling you give up on your dream and stop trying to manifest it, continue. But the promise is that it's going to be delivered to you in the most magnificent and abundant way that is going to completely sweep you off your feet. I know we think that we know what it is we want, but many times we actually don't. And the things that we do want can harm us. What is the example in his book? A guy bought a new car and people were congratulating him about his car, and he was okay. He wasn't too excited about everything, but he got into a car accident with this car, and it wrecked the car, and he ended up in hospital. And while in hospital, people came to him and they were very sad, and they gave him condolences and, oh, sorry, look at this new car that you got, look at where it landed you. But while he was in hospital, his home, which was a beachfront home, got washed away during a storm and it collapsed. So what seems to be something good that turned to something bad ended up to be something good. I don't know if you get the message that I'm trying to give to you here, but you might want to read Eckhart Tolle's book, New Earth, because there's a lot of good wisdom in there. So just hold off for a little bit, keep on with your efforts, but don't be too sad, don't be too depressed. Know that, trust that the universe is unfolding your life for you in the perfect way, okay? That is definitely the message here for you from the Ascended Master Jesus Christ, I guess. It is the ultimate sacrifice. So you might need to sacrifice something now that you hold dear to your heart, but continue on being hopeful and being trustful and knowing that it's all going to work out for you in the end. So there is a healing guidance that I want to read for you from the Oracle book itself. And you can feel free to use it or play it out loud. I call upon the crystal angel of Rosofia and Ascended Master Jesus Christ, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of meaningful sacrifice. May the discipline asked of me be an opportunity for me to discover my inner strength, courage, and faith. May I be supported by love to surrender my attachments to how I wish things would be, so that the universe may bless me with all that would cause my soul to overflow with joy. May I be protected and nurtured on my true path and divine destiny at all time. All that I unconditionally surrender to divine love attracts even greater blessings into my life. I accept the blessings that become available to me through my meaningful sacrifice, through divine grace and my own free will. So be it. So that's the overall message from your reading. Now, in your reading as well, we pulled the Oracle number 14, which is Truth Be Told, inside of your reading. And I wonder if this has to do a little bit with the healing that you need to go through right now with whatever sacrifice it is that is being asked of you. Being asked to tell your truth. Tell your truth to both yourself, stop lying to yourself if you are, and tell your truth to the people around you. At the same time, allow people to show you who they are. There is a very embedded, deep message in your reading that you might be not seeing the truth, or you might not want to see the truth. There is courage that is asked of you here. Courage to face your own truth, and courage to face the truth of a situation or of a person that you might be trying to avoid. Try not to mold situations into your own liking, because you're lying to yourself. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. That is also something that requires a lot of courage. I don't know if the sacrifice that you're going to be giving up is someone that you love or you think you love, and you just don't want to see their deception or their lies, or if you're in some kind of business and you're lying to yourself and people around you are lying to you. But there is definitely a truth right now in your life, perhaps even multiple truths in multiple aspects of your life. The pattern that is coming here very strongly is that you might be a person who prefers to believe the lies because they seem and feel good, you know, as opposed to the truth, which might hurt. But when you face the truth, you grow. And then you become someone who desires the truth. So face this truth in whatever aspect or aspects of your life. It's very important for your healing right now. Now, you also got the Seven of Swords, and this is the energy of this card is a little bit the energy of deception. Regarding deception, people deceiving you, that you might be not wanting to see, not wanting to believe, or you're deceiving yourself with things that you just don't want to look at because it might cause you some pain. So shine the light, if you can see here, shine the light on yourself. It's shining. And you're being asked to take a deep, good look at your life right now and some specific patterns that you might be engaging in that might not be allowing you to live an authentic life, your authentic life. The crow here, I see it as the universe. The universe sees all, and it can see the lies that are around you right now, and it is really guiding you to take the hood off and to see with clarity and examine and have that courage. You have a major arcana card, which signifies that once you do what is being asked of you with facing the truth and letting go of whatever it is that you think you want right now, that might not be for your best interest, will lead you to complete karmic justice, happiness, fulfillment, and the ability to see things with absolute clarity. So this is a very major major arcana card, which signifies a shift. You're going to come to a balance in your life where you won't need to effort as much because things will suddenly unfold because you faced a shadow, a demon, an issue that you've been trying to hide from. Use the eyes of love, use the eyes of neutrality. Do not use judgment, hate, and fear when you face whatever patterns you're being asked to face right now, and your future will be absolutely bright and beautiful, and you will achieve so much of what it is you want from a balanced, neutral state. Come from love, okay? Don't come from judgment and from lack and from fear. The Seven of Wands to me indicates that you are somehow protected. Whoever is trying to hurt you right now, whoever is trying to lie to you right now, whoever is trying to betray you right now, won't be able to. So put that fear aside, set it aside, because you are protected. That this person is happy in their own little bubble and people are trying to poke at them and they're not able to. So that is the message that is coming through for me here in this card. Trust in the divine guidance. Trust in whatever it is you're trying not to trust and not to listen to and ignore. Because once you do, don't worry. You're protected. You're safe. Your path will unfold perfectly for you. And when that happens, you end up with the 10 of Pentacles. Completion. Just like group number 1. They had the 10 of Cups, I believe. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Abundance, material wealth, happiness, family, community, joy, prosperity. It's all coming. It's all coming to you. group number 2. Just, it's a little bit of a windy road until you reach here. So have that courage, because this is what it is you want. This is what you want to achieve. And you want to achieve this from a place of balance, not from a place of imbalance. Because from a place of balance, this will last forever. That's it. I think I've gone through all of your cards, oracles, as well as the tarot. I hope it resonates with you. I'm going to be linking my Patreon at the end. Feel free to join me there if you would like a private reading. Hello, group number 3. If you chose number 26, Ascended Master Kasumi and Moss Agate, Sacred Ecosystem. Welcome to your reading. So far, I have had to read the oracle cards for group 1 and group 2 at the beginning, even though I intend always to read them at the end. So let's see what happens with you, group number 3. Let's pull some tarot cards for group number 3. Message from Ascended Master Kasumi and Moss Agate. Sacred Ecosystems for group number 3. Message for group number 3 from Ascended Master Kasumi. Message for group number 3. Message for group 3. Okay, this kind of flipped out. I believe this is the 6 of Pentacles. Get more cards for group number 3, please. Guidance for group 3. The Hanged Man. Guidance for group 3. Guidance for group 3. Four of Swords. Can I get one more for group 3? There's an interesting energy here. Four of Cups. Okay. Let's pull something for you from the Wisdom Oracle, group number 3. Guidance. Guidance for group number 3. Guidance for group number 3. Okay. You got number yeah, number 33. Number 33, you got chaos and conflict. I wonder if you're seeing the number 33. Yeah. But definitely that's a message from an Ascended Master for you. I guess I'm going to be reading the oracle for you first, just like I did with the other groups, because it just makes sense to start with it. Now, you chose number 26, Ascended Master Kuthumi and Mos Agate, the sacred ecosystem. This oracle is interesting, but I don't know if you can sense. Actually, let me show you. There's a theme in your reading, and the theme is this color, this green color. Green generally, to me, like I see it representing sort of the heart chakra, but it's in all of your cards, this color. It has come through. But I don't know, I'm going to give you a general reading, but if this is a matter of the heart, then take it that way. But there's chaos going on for you right now with regards to matters of the heart, and it doesn't, like, it could be a love, it could be relationships in general, friendships, family, something, work that you love, something you dearly, dearly love and care about, and you think belongs to you and you belong to it. But it doesn't seem that way. Not at least from the fourth dimensional realm. The guidance here is you're being led through whatever events that are unfolding in your life right now to your true path. You're being nudged by the universe towards your true path, but it seems to me that you're very stubborn. You're very stubborn, and there's a lot of judgment and there's a lot of conflict going on inside of you that is pouring onto your outside world. You're seeing it all around you. I should probably say that if this doesn't resonate with you, that's absolutely fine. This is a general reading. But if you have been drawn to other cards, you might want to go check them out, because this seems to be it's an interesting reading, and I don't want people to get upset. So the stubbornness and the conflict and the holding on, you're being asked to re-examine those things. You might not belong where you think you belong. And at the same time, if people around you are asking you to betray yourself and asking you, shaming you, or if you're feeling shame about specific aspects of yourself that you feel are your authentic self, you're also being guided here to don't let that happen. Don't judge yourself. Don't allow shame to creep in. I'll give you an example for me. I'm a person who grew up under radical Islam and could never accept it. And because I could never accept it, I was shamed and made to feel like absolute garbage and that I don't belong by the society, the family, everyone around me. But you know what? I didn't belong there. I ended up leaving and I'm still finding my path in life. And as I find my path in life to where I do belong, I am attracted to those that are my soul tribe, or my, people who I can help, people who can help me. So try to let go, try to be open, try to be trusting towards whatever changes, regardless how violent these changes appear to be in the external world around you, and know that as within, so without. Whatever is happening around you is a reflection of something that is going on inside of you. So you're being asked to calm the storm that is inside of you and tend to your own self and let things fall from you. Whatever is being taken from you right now, let it go, because you're being guided towards your own ecosystem. You're being guided towards your own path, and your own path is essentially going to lead you to where it is you actually belong. And on this path, you're going to attract those that you need and that need you, that you love and will love you, and you can help and they can help you, and will guide and they can guide you, and you will form a community. Because whatever it is you're trying to hold on to right now doesn't seem to be. It just doesn't seem to be a fit. Okay? So let me read the healing. The healing, you can feel free to play it out again, record it, write it down, whatever you want, listen to it. I call upon the crystal angel of Moss Agate and Ascended Master Kasumi, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for your divine healing blessing of sacred ecosystem. May all beings be lovingly guided with divine mercy and unconditional love into the sacred ecosystem that will allow them to fulfill their divine potential. May all beings find their true home in life, where they can love and be loved, naturally attract those meant to be in their life, and fulfill their divine potential for the greatest good through unconditional love and my own free will. So be it. So that's with regards to the oracle card that you chose. Now, the other oracle card, number 33, that came out for you, which is chaos and conflict, has a message that is very similar to what we just went through. I don't know if you can see, but it almost looks like an animal with a lot of print on its skin, but it's being rearranged, the print on its skin, not necessarily to the animal's liking, but it seems to be towards the ultimate benefit of it. And that's the message here. You might find yourself right now in the midst of a storm, in chaos. With regards to relationships, if you are in constant battle and fight, you're being asked to give it up. You're being asked to give it up completely and retreat and stop. Completely stop with that energy. Let it go, retreat, look inside of you and do whatever healing that is required. Right now in your life, things are being taken away, whatever they are. People, things, objects, material things, money, a home, a car, a job. I don't know what's being taken away from you, but you're trying to hold on to it and it's not meant to be. You're safe. Your life is unfolding in a manner that might appear chaotic, but I guess this chaos is eventually going to lead to a divine order and perfection. And you're being asked to stop the fight, stop for the resistance, and let things go. Don't be a doormat, that's not the guidance, but also don't give resistance towards whatever is clearly being done right now. And you might inside of you know that you can't control, but you're still trying to control it. Let me give you one example. I lost everything during COVID. Everything. The people I love, the potential that I had with a job, money, my name. I lost reputation. I lost everything. And right now, I'm in the process of even losing more. And I've reached a point where I'm so tired of offering resistance because it never works and it exhausts me personally. And I've come to find that whenever I do lose something good, something actually a lot better comes in replacement of it. But I've also learned not to hold on to anything anymore, because things will come and go in your life in divine order. We are not meant to control everything in our lives. Clearly, you need specific things so that you can go on living and thriving, but outside of that, give up the battle. Something amazing is going to come out of whatever you are trying to resist and you are trying to control as soon as you let go of that control. So you are in chaos and you are being told that you are, and you're being told that out of this chaos will come divine order. So let it be. All right, and that's pretty much throughout your entire reading. The Hanged Man that came out upside down, which indicates that you're keeping yourself stuck right now. The guidance that is coming through from the Ascended Masters for you is to stop. because you're the one who's hanging yourself right now with whatever it is you're resisting. So give up that resistance, give up that stubbornness. And this is a major arcana card that came up upside down for you, meaning following the guidance of it for me will cause immediate change and shift in your reality. But you got to do this healing. You got to figure out what it is inside of you that's causing you this constant butting heads with people, with life, with scenarios, with situations. And then you have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is someone who's wounded or appears to be wounded, but is taking rest. They're taking rest, and they've actually taken, their heart is sitting outside of them resting as well, because they can no longer allow the pain to consume them. And that is, again, it goes very well with your reading. Just rest. Stop with the self-inflicted wounds and rest, and allow the storm to consume you, because you are safe in your nest. Do the healing work, do the shadow work that is needed, and you will emerge in a beautiful, beautiful place. All right, and then you have the Four of Cups. The energy here is, again, very similar to the other one, which is the Four of Swords, and it's the energy of someone who thinks they know all, when in fact you don't. And you're being very bossy, and you're being very judgmental, and you're being very demanding. And the universe is trying to take your hand and guide you into this beautiful place, but you just won't let it, because you have your mind set on a specific thing in this specific way. So give it up. Give it up, do that shadow work. And then you have this energy, which is the Six of Pentacles, which is beautiful, and it speaks of a balance. And I feel like this is the universe trying to speak to you. There is the infinity symbol in the back here, which really popped up for me when I saw this card. And it's almost the universe telling you, you know, play with me, you know, trust me. It's a give and take. Life is essentially a give and take, not take. Not my way, all the time. Have some faith, have some balance, and play with the universe, because the universe wants to play with you. And in the end, you're going to be led to something beautiful and magnificent. And the infinity symbol, to me, It actually is seen a lot with the major arcana card, which is the Magician. But I also associated with the Fool. And that's the symbol that I constantly wear around my neck. Just trust. Trust right now. Trust and have some faith, because a new beginning is coming. But it seems like you just won't play with the universe. So that stubbornness, you need to let it go in order to receive the abundance that is headed your way, group number 3. And in order for you to reach the beautiful ecosystem that will balance everything for you. So that's it. That's your reading. I hope it made sense for you. I hope it resonated. And if you found that you connected with any of the other 2 cards, please go check out the readings. You might have a message there. I'm going to attach my Patreon at the end. And should you want a private reading, feel free to subscribe. Thank you.